Yes, respected friends, welcome for today's sublime classes on Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana and Adya Shankara's Prashnottara Ratnamalika. We are seeing third Utpatthi Prakaranam, the 12th Sarga, Jagadutpatti Varnanam in that. Few shlokas, we just do it. We will chant the 13th Sarga today, whose name is um, Swayambhu Utpatti Varnanam. Okay, let us start with some of our chantings as we do every day. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदेर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आवेश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वसिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारदादि ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति कथा शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्राध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना साधना प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवत देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणं जगदुत्पत्ति वर्णनं नाम 12 सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। So from that Shuddha Chit Swarupa Aham, which has come from the Sat Swarupam Brahman out of its own Spandana, that the Sankalpas are happening from where the Akasha Tanmatra, then the Akasha Shabda Tanmatra, then Akasha, Sparsha Tanmatra, then Vayu, then Rupa Tanmatra, then Agni has come. Up to that, yesterday we saw. Yesterday, Krishna Vasudeva. From that Rupa Tanmatra only, I am chanting from 20th mantra. Tatraiva chidvilasena prakasho nubhavat bhavayet tejah tanmatrakam tattu bhavishyat abhidarthakam. Tatra eva, in this context only, chidvilasena. Everything is vilasa of that Chid Brahman only. That Chid Brahma Vilasa, Shakti, Maya, Sankalpa, whatever you call it, from that only Prakasha Anubhavat Bhavet Tejas Tanmatrakam. The Teja Tanmatra comes into expression. Tattu Bhavishyad Abhidharthakam. From that come all the future Abhidha, things which are named. तत्सूर्याग्निविजृम्भादि बीजमालोकशाकिनः तस्माद्रूपविभेदेन संसारः प्रसरिष्यति. From this Tejas Tanmatra named Vriksha only, the shakhas of Surya, Vidyut, Agni, etc., whichever the bright, brilliant things they express. Then from this Rupa Tanmatra only, third one, that the Rupas start manifested. Before that, for the Akash and Vayu Tanmatras, there are no Rupa. Akasha you can't see, Vayu you can't see. From the Agni only you can see the Agni. From the Agni only the forms come. Then comes from that the Jala Tanmatra. How it is? Bhavayan stanutam eva rasaskandha ivam bhasaha swadanam tasya sanghasya rasatanmatra muchyate bhavivari vilasatma tadbijam rasashakinaha अन्योन्य स्वदने तस्मात् samsaraha prasarishyati. Remember again this Paramavastu Paramatma only with its own Sankalpa. Then expresses the Jala to express the Jalatan Matra or Rasatan Matra. And this Rasatan Matra, which later on becomes the Jala, the Pancha Chaturtha Mahamutta, Karana for all the liquefations or liquidations or liquids or any of the Drava Sthiti of anything. Okay. Because of this only the grahana of all the tastes happen. Bhavi vari vilasatma tad bijam rasashakinaha anyonya swadane tasmat the samsaraha prasarishyati. So the rasa tanmatra, from that the jala comes, from that only all the rasana, the taste etc. happens, and the rasana indriya also comes, which will be discussed in the next sarga. We have to, with all the study of these great sublime texts, try to understand the relation between the Parabrahma Tattva, which is basically Satta, then the Chit Swarupa, and the Chid as Ahankara, then the Aham with Chit consciousness doing the Sankalpa. From the Sankalpas, the Akasha Adi, Panchamahabhutas expressing, Tanmatras are expressing, Jnanendriyas are expressing, Karmendriyas are expressing, the entire Shabdasparsha Ruprasagandha Vastus are expressing, then the Manobuddhi Chittahankara are expressing, Jiva Bhava expressing at the individual level, total the Ishvara Bhava expressing, first Ishvara then Jiva. Then how this Jiva identified with the Upadhis, Tehindra Prana Manobuddhi, through his Chitta, does the perception of the Shabda Sparshas, and again in his Chitta also, how the Raga Dveshadi happen, isn't it? Like a scientist, when he botanist mano, see botanical any of the things, a tree, entire functioning of it A to Z he studies. And a zoologist, an animal he takes. Then everything of that zoology or jantu, mm, he just studies all its anatomy, physiology, functions, everything thoroughly. What our Vedanta Rishis Munis have done in their deep, quiet moments of meditation, or they discovered at the macro level, the micro level also, what exactly happened right from beginning till now, even in future. The details of that only is this. And you and I, one by one word, sentence for long time or many times. When we study with pausing and pondering, with all the poise, one aspect we understand. Then connect all those aspects. Then the total picture will be in our mind. Oh, this is how the creation by that Paramatma Sankalpa expressing. Further, they say, even though with all its seeming solidity and giving experiences, still the Jagat is Kalpita only, not Satya. Satya is only one Paramatma. Other than him, everything else by his own power, on him only, Kalpita, without touching him. You know? Like you touch the wood and project the chairs and tables on it. Touch the wood means cutting it, sawing it, all that. But Paramatma's Anokha Shakti is such that without touching the Paramatma, modifying Paramatma, but taking the Paramatma only as substratum, this Maya Shakti does the Kalpana of the entire Jagat. That is why the rope and snake example is given. Like my mind, non apprehending the rope as rope, but with the substratum of the rope only, has it not projected a snake of totally different nature than that rope? Isn't it? Remember, the snake is never in my mind. The snake is never in the rope. In my mind means the real snake. Then what is there in my mind if not the snakes? Snake, the snake's kalpana, kalpita sarpa. Why it happened? Because the rope is not known. If the rope is known as rope, then nobody will imagine or do kalpana of whatever they were doing. कोई snake देखा, कोई फूल माला देखा, etc. This is how slowly, steadily, what ultimately Vedanta want to say will be able to apprehend. Okay. Then thereafter, from this Paramatma's Chit Swarupa Paramatma's Sankalpa only, the next fifth of the Tanmatras, the Gandha Tanmatra, and fifth of the Panchamahabhutas, Bhumi, have come. That is told now. Let us chant. Bhavishyad Rupa Sankalpa Namasau Kalpanatmakaha Sankalpatma Gunairgandha Tanmatratvam Prapashyati Bhavi Bhogolakatvena Bijamakruti Shakinaha Sarvadharatmanastasmat Samsaraha Prasarishyati. So that pure conscious self with its power of Kalpana alone has done the Kalpana of the Gandha Tanmatra. From that Gandha Tanmatra only all the shapes, whether it is human or etc., come. The form tree, from where all the forms have come. Mhm. Right from the Bhugola, naturally. In the Bhugola, everything else, Prithvi say, everything else has come. Is from that the Gandha Tanmatra only. In this way, from the Paramatma, Satsvarupa, Chitta, then the Chitta may Aham, the Aham Yukta Chitta has capacity to do Sankalpa, then it has done. And all of that is keeping in mind the future things. Future would be creation. As we gave yesterday, the future solidly would be building. Kept in mind, right from basement, that contractor and all of them start making things one by one. You one is the building made, we see. Then we ask how it is made. Then right from the beginning of basement, we are explained. After seeing the building. But before the building is made for us to see, somebody has done the sankalpa of that, no? Then he started making that sankalpa manifest, now which is in front of us as the building. In that way. Correct? Now go to the next one. Chita vibhavyamanani tanmatrani parasparam swayam parinatanyantar ambuniva nirantaram. So all these chita vibhav. Mm. Oh. Shambho Mohini. Now, tathaitani vimishrani viktani punaryatha na shuddhanyupalabhyante sarvanashantamevahi. So these tanmatras, from them the panchamahabhutas, their combination. So tatha etani vimishrani, they come together. Then viviktani punaha yatha. So at the time of requirement of creation, they come together. When they have to go back, then they slowly get separated from each other. Then na shuddhani upalabhyante sarva nashantamevahi. So the pure tanmatras cannot be easily graspable. Their panchikrita alone are available to us. Then, so रूपाणि स्थितानि गगनोदरे सन्ति वटजालानि यथा बीजकणान्तरे. In this way, in that pure Chidakasha only, all these Tanmatras, from the Tanmatras Panchamahabhuta, from them the entire seen world grows what we see. They are all in that Chidakasha only are there. Then prasavam paripashyanti shatashakam sfuranti cha parama bhanti kshanat kalpi bhavanti cha. So from that base, like from a seed, the seedling or sprout comes, then it becomes tree, hundreds of branches. Then it gives fruits at every of the branches. In this way, from that Paramatma, Sat Swarupa, Chita, Ahamu, then Aham with Chita, which we can call as Ishvara, with his Sankalpa, all these that are there, God, which we are seeing now, all of them which are projected. Please remember, all of that is the kalpana of the Paramatma's Maya Shakti. We must know. A good example in all our Shastras given are when we have a dream. Such a world we see in the dream. Akasha, Samudra, Nadi, Vrukshas, people, all we see. But such a huge world, how can it be there inside me when I am in sleep? It is there in a small nadi, they say. A pura swapna ka anubhav. In one nadi, because of some spandana, it all appears. A sukshma nadi may, how come these huge things can be there in reality? No. Therefore, they are all kalpita. And so easy for the modern man to understand it. In a small cell phone of 10 inches, 7 inches, how can be the entire, the cricket ground which you see can come? Or the Akasha or even Samudra. Therefore, this is not reality, it is Kalpita project. So, in the Brahman, all this is Maya Kalpita. Keep all that in mind. Like in the Swapna, in the Sukshma Nadi, the whole big world of big things are projected. Okay. In this way, one point. Second is what? This from the sublime Paramatma through Kalpana, all this coming, and again Vikalpana, all of them going back. It goes on happening like from the ocean, the unmanifest waves from the water get manifested, again they go into unmanifestation. But water remains always. Our job is to discover our unity with that water stationed or water positioned self or Paramatma. Then the last three, four mantras. Vivartameva dhāvanti nirvivartani santi cha chidvedhitani sarvani kshanat pindi bhavanti cha tanmatraganame tat syat sa sankalpatmika chitihi vedanatra sarenvabham anakaraiva pashyati. So, what we see all these thula things, then they get modified, they get grossified, they keep on changing. Then, sometimes from the gross form they are seen, they slowly become subtler. Again, sometimes as required, as per Sankalpa, they become grossified. And the most subtlest form of Dharmatras also, whatever we are seeing can go back into. Right? In this way, this whole Paramatma is Maya Shakti. From that, all these things at different levels are manifesting and unmanifesting. Like these four states of water. Another, water is in the ice state, water is in water state, water is in a gaseous state, water vapor. Then that is also in the state of hydrogen oxygen molecules. If you go into that again, these of the molecules are atoms. Then in the atoms, protons, neutrons, electrons, and within them, in between them, so many things that are discovered nowadays by the science. Isn't it? What we see, the ice can go back into that mesons, pi mesons state of being. And the mesons, pi mesons, which are seen by the subatomic scientists, can come to become or experience as the ice blocks, glaciers. If you understand it, at the cosmo level also or totality level also. From the Paramatma through his Maya Shakti, without anything happening, actually everything can appear to be happening. From the subtlemost to grossest. Last lokam. Bijam jagat sunanu panchakamatramev bijam para vyavahita sthiti shaktiradya बीजं तदेव भवतीति सदानुभूतं चिन्मात्रमेवम् अजम् आद्यम् अतो जगत् श्रीः. Bijam jagatsu nanu panchaka matrameva. So for the entire jagat, the bijam, the cause is these panchatanmatras only. Then bijam paravyavahita sthiti shakti radhya. All these bijatmaka panchatanmatras are directly in contact with Paramatma. How? Ki Paramatma's Maya Shakti alone is expressing as these panchatanmatras. Okay. So for the Jagat, the panchatanmatras are bija. For the panchatanmatras, the Maya is the bija. And Maya belongs to that Chit Paramatma. Chit Paramatma is none but Sadrupi Parabrahma Paramatma only. So, this Paramatma, who is only known through experience, who is the primordial, birth, etc., Rahita, who first expresses as Chitswarupa, he alone is the cause for the Maya Shakti, from whom all these beautiful, wonderful, ecstatic Jagat which we are seeing is projected happening. These things, as many times we need study, contemplate, try to feel about it. May by the halfway of the study of the Shastra, by Sri Rama Bhagavan's Kripa and Vaashishthaji's Kripa, may we become qualified sufficient to feel the meaning of all this. Understand it. May we grow to that level, right? We'll close today. Iti Arshe Sri Vaashishtha Maharamayane Valmikiye Utpatti Prakarane Jagad Utpatti Varnanan Nama Dvadashaha Sargaha. Tomorrow we'll see ki the Trayodasha Sargaha total Parayanam. It has some 54 mantras. Swayambhu Utpatti. Lot of things are there in it. We'll just listen. Maybe assorted one or two things also if we can feel or grasp to begin with. Good beginning it is. Thereafter, with repeated study, all details we will be knowing. Join all those details. The solid, substantial knowledge will be ours. Thank you, friends. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tatsad Brahmarpanamastu. We will study Prashnottaratnamalika for 10-15 minutes. Please join.